Season 1, Round 2 of F1 2019. This is my 10th save, to be honest. I'm doing another career mode with Renault, Daniel Ricciardo as the teammate. And we're just going to do this race very quickly. This is Bahrain. I've already done qualifying. Qualified in 11th. So it's going to be an interesting race, this one. See where we come in the race, see if we can push this little Renault to its full potential and see if we can get some decent overtakes. So let's start. Let's go. And I'll pass you over to Crofty and Anthony Davidson to explain how this race is going to run. Bahrain, Season 1, Round 2. Just wait for it to load. And then I will pass you over to Crofty and Anthony Davidson to explain the track and what's going on.
The curtain rises once more then on the desert stage of Sakir as the players take their places for the opening act. Will they enthrall us like they did in 2014 with that titanic battle between Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton? Well, we'll find out shortly as we get underway here in Bahrain. We'll be racing around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit today. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left down into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. Anthony Davidson, a very warm welcome to you as you join me in the commentary box for today's event. Let's talk about Gallagher. As with all the drivers at this level, they have a lot of ambition. But Formula One's a daunting step up from any other series, so expectations are high right from the start.
And this is something that has ended the career of many a young driver, as that leap up to Formula One proves to be too much. But luckily in this case, I'd say they're doing a good, solid job, and the risk the team took in signing them is definitely starting to pay off.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Vettel, Charles Leclerc and Albon, Perez, Gasly, Raikkonen and Roman Grosjean, Gallagher, Norris, Carlos Sainz and Kvyat, Magnussen, Giovinazzi, Daniel Ricciardo and Lance Stroll. Russell and Robert Kubica takes the last spot on the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Alright, so there we go. You saw the whole setup for Bahrain. P11 here as we go in Sakaya here. Don't need to know the pit strategy. I already know it. I already know what the deal is here. Into rich mix. 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Raikkonen getting off well in front of us along with Perez, Albon and Vettel off there in the distance. Raikkonen's just overtaking Gasly. We've gone into the back of him, but we can quickly, just sneakily, use one of these. So anyway, there's Raikkonen there. It's going right out there. And we're going to have to brake fairly early coming into turn 1 here, as not to break our front wing here as we go around the outside of Gasly, and we almost get cut off with Perez, but we take P8 comfortably there. Dipping down as inside and out as we go around the corner, as we now try and dip around the outside of stream with him. We really need to make that pass. We're trying so hard to get the pass on him. Make contact with us back there, and behind us we've got Gasly and Perez having a little scrap. So we've got scrappers in the front, scrappers in behind, and it's just really an absolute mess right now. And there's Sergio Perez right up the back end. So's Gasly, followed by this massive train of the back markers there, as we still try and fight on with Kimi Raikkonen in front to try and push for an overtake for P7. We've got Gasly and Perez fighting behind for P9, and then we've got a huge train of the back marker teams just right from the start. So we'll have the McLarens, the Hasses, the Williams, the Toro Rossos. But how Kimi Räikkönen has put his little Alfa Romeo up into P7, we'll never know. We're not really sticking on the race line here. It's because I'm not really concentrating. I'm only concentrating on talking here. So as we go towards Kimi Räikkönen, we're really in a slipstream now. You can see we're slightly gaining on him here. We're just getting right down his back end in the corners here. He's just getting the pull away on the corners, but we're just back in his slipstream all the time here. I'm just not too confident and sure on going for an overtake just yet on him. I don't think we're close enough. I think we should wait until the next lap and make use of the DRS system. I think that's what we should do. It's an option while we're right down his inside, right behind him here, right in his arse here. Coming up to this corner now, I don't really want to be overtaking on this little hairpin here. It's just not good. But the DRS zone on that corner there. Let's see what's going on behind us with Perez and Gasly. They are catching up to us as me and Kimi Räikkönen have slowed each other right down from fighting here. You know, Albon's gone a bit further up in front because we've been having a scrap with Kimi Räikkönen. And we're going to dive down his inside now. Are we going to get the overtake? Yes, we are. We've got the overtake on Kimi Räikkönen, and there's Sergio Perez. There's Sergio Perez going to go down the inside of Kimi Räikkönen. Oh, and Gasly's getting in the mix as well. Gasly's getting in the mix as well. Who's going to come out on top? Pierre Gasly. I've gone off the track. We're going to kind of do that again because I got slightly excited there. Let's have a look at that. Oh, wow. We're going to kind of try and get round the corner and have a look at that. Gasly, they're going 3 wide down the straight. Let's have a look at that again. As soon as we find out who makes the move, it looks like Perez so far has kept it. But, oh, wow. What racing we had at the start of that straight. Let's have a look. Kimi Räikkönen is just sat here chilling. There goes Sergio Perez down his inside. And then coming alongside both of them is Pierre Gasly, but going there, you can see him. He's just trying to fight with Sergio Perez, doesn't get the place. I think that's Carlos Sainz down the back end there of Kimi Räikkönen, and Kimi Räikkönen fighting back on Gasly, and now Carlos Sainz is getting into the mix. Oh my days, this has been an absolutely amazing third lap and a first 3 laps that I am never going to forget. What racing, what absolutely stellar racing. We're going to put it down into rich mix here, just to keep it down. And now Sergio Perez is trying down the inside of us. We've just had a bit of contact with him there. Nothing to spark a reaction from the stewards though, but absolutely down to the wire here with these corners and these overtakes. So we're P7 currently. We're trying to catch up with Alexander Albon, who's ahead of us. And oh my days, what a Grand Prix. What a start. What a start it's been. Absolutely. Wow, wow, wow. I am so impressed by the racing we've had in this race. Oh, a late break in there almost caught me out. Is it going to catch me out? Am I going to make a mistake? I'm going to try and defend on Sergio Perez. He's stormed down with the DRS. Can we fight back? We might just be able to with really getting far up his back end now. Waiting for the straight maybe, or are we going to take him around the outside? We're going to try and go around the outside of Sergio Perez, going down onto the back straight now. Are we going to make the move? Can we finish it off? We're going wheel to wheel with Sergio Perez. He just gets in the lead. Are we going to go for a switchback move and go down the inside? Yes, we are. Are we going to finish off the move this time going into the corner? And we've made contact, but it's going to be me. We've got the position back from Sergio Perez. What racing that was. But is he not done yet? DRS open for me somehow. His DRS isn't open, but somehow he's still coming up down my back end here. Now Pierre Gasly and Kimi Räikkönen are going wheel to wheel into turn 1. That's a dangerous move, that. And they're being caught up now. Oh my days, I cannot calm down at all. Sergio Perez, he's attacking us again down the inside. We leave him with the space this time. He doesn't take it. He is not taking it. He's under pressure now from Pierre Gasly, who's behind him, and Kimi Räikkönen, who's getting in on Pierre Gasly. Absolutely stellar racing here at Bahrain. Best racing I've had. I'm usually so used to just this boring back and forth, you know, this whole thing of just, you know, seeing what's in front of me. But if you start looking behind me like people have suggested, you get an absolute masterclass show here on the straights. Sergio Perez right now is really dominating this race. He's got to be my driver of the day so far from what I've seen. Gone off the track a bit there. Just going to rejoin. He hasn't really worked too well, but we're still up. He's going to be under pressure from Pierre Gasly going onto the straight. You can see him behind. He's catching up with me. Pierre Gasly's catching up with him. He's had a look at the position back, but he's fighting well. He's really going to fight back here. And Lance Stroll, Perez's teammate, is out of the race as he... And that didn't really work there. My controller died. Oh, he's going at us again. I've felt a touch there from Sergio Perez. He did touch me there as we fast approach Albon here. Look at how close we've got to Albon in 5 laps. Sergio Perez still under pressure from the man Pierre Gasly here, who used to be at Red Bull. We're going to open our DRS on Alexander Albon here. The Thai national is going a bit slow here. I wonder what's happening with him. Does he have an issue? What is going on with this Red Bull? It seems like the Red Bull, only in round 2, might have an issue. Red Bull were having issues in the last race, Australia, when I did my test race. But here we go, down the inside of Alex Albon. It's Renault on Red Bull. Who's got the more powerful engine? It's going to be Renault under braking. Alexander Albon is just caught absolutely napping by us. And now we've got DRS, which I'm going to close to make it a bit more realistic, because in realistic circumstances, I would never have DRS in that situation. Here we go now. Oh, we've gone wide. Is Sergio Perez going to do that? I think Albon certainly has a problem. He's been caught napping by Sergio Perez now, and might even be caught napping by Gasly, but we've been caught napping by Sergio Perez, who's gone down our inside. He's locked up, and now we're wheel to wheel going round turn 3 here. And we've just had to push him back and get that position back. We've had a right old battle with Sergio Perez here. Holy guacamole. It is that bad, I do not want to swear. I just have absolutely no words for this. This is the most exciting F1 race I've ever had. I've gone wide. Sergio Perez is going to capitalise on it. Who's going to come out on top here? Sergio Perez has gone absolutely diving down. Are we going to go down his inside? No, we're not. We're still trying to race him really hard here. It's Sergio Perez who's in 6th. And I'm going to try... I'm going to try and go from on the straight here. Here we go. On the straight. Oh, Sergio Perez has dived into the pits there. I think I might have to dive into the pits myself. Just got to reclose the door. Sergio Perez, absolutely. He's just giving me an absolute show. I do not understand it. Mad one. Oh, we've hit him. We've hit him. Yeah. We've absolutely clouted him there. We just need to slow down, come into the pits now. I'm going to come into the pit at the exact same time. I need to get this right, man. Keep trying this. Keep attempting. Brake now. Oh, flip me. It just doesn't work. Brake now. Braking very late there. We're going to hopefully come out in front of Sergio Perez if this pit stop all goes to plan. We've done it. 1.4. Where did Perez do it? Is he going to come out just in front of us? He does. He just gets out just in front of us. But we got a Haas flying down the straight there. Is he going to come out at the same time as us? Sergio Perez gets a way better start than us. And now, I think it's going to be the battle of Renault and Force India. That seems like what battle we're going to be having this season. Sergio Perez seems to be my main contender here. Really going for it. Absolutely going for it. Here we go. Slow it down. Sergio Perez. I really need to stop that from happening. But sometimes I just can't be arsed. Sergio Perez now just escaping from us a bit there. That needs to stop. DRS on Sergio Perez, who slipped away a bit. Gasly's come into the pits as well, so it seems like the three fighters, Sergio Perez, myself, and Pierre Gasly, have all decided to pit at the same time, keep this battle going. Sergio Perez might be winning the battle, but I certainly don't think he's won the war just yet. It's going to be an absolute masterclass in racing coming up for you soon, and I think it's going to start on lap 7 here as we go. We've got DRS on the racing point here. I'm sure I've called him a Force India quite a few times. 9th place for Sergio Perez, diving down his inside, absolutely bombing down his inside. We've got the space, we've got the time. He's bouncing back, he's pushed us out, but we have gone ahead. He does not have DRS on us, and he's fighting back. He's coming down the inside, going towards turn 3 here. It's going to be an absolute scrap to the death here between Renault and Force India going into the next couple of races here. I think we need to definitely think about making Sergio Perez my rival here, because he is absolutely giving me a nightmare. Giving me a nightmare, he is. I have never ever experienced such down to the wire racing. Absolutely down to the wire. Sergio Perez. Oh, didn't realise he was behind me there. We've hit him a bit. Yeah, I'd expect a warning from that, as Sergio Perez has taken the place back. So this bout is getting slightly physical now. Have I got damage? No. Has he got damage? Probably. I don't really care though at the moment. He might be able to battle here. Daniel's gone into the... I almost said Daniel then. That would be Daniel Kvyat I'm thinking about there. It might be a battle out the pits between me and the McLaren. No, it's not. It's just going to be the battle for P7 between me and Sergio Perez. Gone down the inside there. We might have had a bit of contact going into the corner. Left him enough space to get round. He's decided not to go round. He's left it so far, but he's coming up quite hard and fast on me. This is going to be the battle for P7, definitely here. It's going to be the battle to see who can out-overtake who can out-skill who, and who can take P7. This is to jump right up the championship. Only putting 1 point on the board last race. This race is going to make all the difference. P7 so far. Sergio Perez Goes diving down the inside. We leave him enough space. He's not capitalising on that space. We're wheel to wheel going into all these corners now. We've skidded. We've gone round. We've gone completely round, but it's okay because we can forget that moment ever happened by doing this. Anyway, we can have that whole battle again as Sergio Perez goes down or outside. We leave him enough space just before. We're going to still leave him enough space, given the fact that we're still on reds there. He's still trying to fight for the position as we go onto the straight here. I'm just going to try and close down every area that he could go down here. We're going into mix 3 now just to try. We're going to go for a defensive move. I felt that then. I felt that little jolt then. I think that was his presence just being behind me. He'll have DRS wide open on that racing point. I'm going to defend. Oh! A move that I want to take back. I do not want to do that again. Here we go then. I'm going to try this again. So here he goes, around the outside. We're going to quickly dash back down the inside. Make sure we push him out, not leave him enough space. Ooh, we weren't concentrating there. Lewis Hamilton in P5. So hang on. We're fighting for P6 now. What's happened? Someone's gone into the pits there. And it means we're now fighting, me and Pierre Gasly, for P6. This is about to get a whole lot more interesting now. Now there's more points on the table. Possibly a top 5 if we can catch up to Lewis Hamilton maybe. But right now, who's got more grip? Who's got more, traction? Who's got more talent? Who is going to be able to outsmart the other one here? And it looks to me like Sergio Perez is dropping off the pace a bit. Worrying for Racing Point here. Their main contender, their main driver is starting to drop off the pace from me here. I think there might possibly be a problem for Racing Point as we go wide there, because I was looking at that notification. Ooh. We're going to go right down to the wire. Right down to the absolute wire. Sergio Perez is trying to force his way back towards me here. He's going to have DRS on the straight, just seeing it flip open then. All I'm going to give him is a slither of space on the outside to try and go down it. Is he going to rush down my inside? He might try. He's had a look, and that's why I had to go wide there. Otherwise we would have collided. I've had to, maybe I've pushed him wide just slightly a bit there, but it looks like, who is that behind us? It's Kimi Räikkönen. It's Kimi Räikkönen behind us there. Kimi Räikkönen is back in the action and has overtaken Pierre Gasly. 6.0 seconds between me and right now. Jeff getting over the radio. 5 laps of fuel remaining, says Jeff. So let's go. We're going to put it back down into standard. See if we can do a slight bit of fuel saving. See if we can have some more battle with Sergio Perez, the Mexican god. Oh, DRS activation point. There goes Sergio Perez down our inside. He's got P6. Are we going to fight back? Yes, we are. We've made a lunge. We've pushed Perez out. Perez is pushing us out. We've still got the... we've still got it here. And now Perez is getting attacked by Raikkonen. We've been fighting that much that Kimi Raikkonen's got into the action. And someone has touched there. Let's see what happened there. I think that is Sergio Perez who's had an accident there. Let's have a look what happens here. There he is there. Something has happened. Something has happened on that racing point, and I can't quite figure out what it is. Is he just pushing too much to the limit here? I think something on the racing point just jolts, but what is it? I think it's I think it might be his gearbox. We'll have to have a look as time goes on here, or later on after the race ends in 2 laps time. Oh dear, Sergio Perez, he's fought well all race, but that little racing point just couldn't keep up with our Renault. Has an absolute fight with him, but maybe he's just pushed the racing point too much to the limit. Now we've got the issue with Kimi Raikkonen, the F1 legend, the man who's seen it all. And for once in life, Valtteri Bottas is leading the Grand Prix, and he's having a right good old scrap with what I assume to be Max Verstappen, who I haven't seen all race. So we now have 4 laps of fuel remaining, and we are really closing up on Hamilton. But look who's closing up on us behind. It's Kimi Raikkonen. Look at the speed of that Alfa Romeo on us here as we come short. Oh no, that was absolutely the wrong move. So now I'm going to change my strategy. I'm going to give him enough space down the inside to get past. Not enough space to get away from us here. As we go, we're going to take the same braking zone as him. Mimic him round the corner. Move the easy way out. I'm in. And I saw Lewis Hamilton on the hard tyres. Absolutely weird strategy. That's the weirdest strategy I've ever seen at Bahrain. Hamilton is the only driver on hard tyres right now.
It seems they fixed whatever the problem was. They're coming back up to speed.
Now I wonder who that was. Maybe it's Alexander Albon. He seems to be speeding now, as we can see him in the bottom left corner there. See that little dark blue dot? I think that's Alexander Albon there, speeding his way down the track here. Wonder if Kimi Raikkonen's going to have another lunge, even though he is getting down the track a bit.
Raikkonen is behind you. The gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 6 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 34.2. This is your final lap. Final lap of the race. P6. We have P6. Hamilton is ahead of you. Okay. Gap ahead is 3.9 seconds. They're on fresh hards. Raikkonen behind. Less than a second separate you. They're on old mediums. Okay. Gap to leader 23.2 seconds. This is your final lap. Final lap of the race.
Bit of a race update for you there from Jeff. Hamilton in front, Raikkonen behind. Lap 14. Absolutely amazing day for everyone here. Unfortunate for Sergio Perez, who's had to retire from the race. And look who it is out in front. The man who I've never ever seen in my entire life win a Grand Prix. They've still got 2 corners to go, but I've never seen this man come over and win a Grand Prix. And now Kimi Räikkönen is back on the attack, lap 14. He's not done. But look at this now. I'm about to tell you who's going to win the race as they come round the final turn. It's Max Verstappen to win the Bahrain Grand Prix, followed closely by Valtteri Bottas, Charles Leclerc, Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. That'll be going round the final corner. Then followed by them is ourselves, but we'll have a massive battle maybe with Kimi Räikkönen coming up to the line. We're going to have a massive battle with Kimi Räikkönen up to the line, but we've just escaped his clutches there. So it's P6 at Bahrain, and we're about to find out how else it goes. I'm going to hand you back to Crofty and Anthony Davidson for the review.
What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be proud of the victory they secured here.
There he is on the podium. Max Verstappen, Valtteri Bottas and Sebastian Vettel. All winners today. First, second and third. And I'm going to hand you back once more to Crofty and Anthony Davidson.
Things look in the drivers' table. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Well, it's got to be Kevin Magnussen. He displayed exceptional skill out on the track today and wasn't afraid to fight his way through the pack.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Meanwhile, Toro Rosso's strong weekend allows them to continue their march up the table. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So that was the little race review. We'll just do our own. So Max Verstappen got P1 today, followed by Valtteri Bottas in second, third Charles Leclerc, fourth Sebastian Vettel, fifth Lewis Hamilton, sixth myself, seventh Kimi Räikkönen, eighth Lando Norris, ninth Kevin Magnussen, 10th Pierre Gasly, who was in 8th behind the pack, Carlos Sainz in 11th, Romain Grosjean plucks 12th, Antonio Giovinazzi gets 13th from 16th, Daniel Kvyat gets 14th, Alexander Albon goes down to 15th in the Red Bull. That is not good, but I think he was having issues all race. George Russell in 16th. My teammate Daniel Ricciardo in P17. So we both out-qualified him in qualifying and we came above him in the race. Robert Kubica came 18th. 19th will be Sergio Perez, and Lance Stroll, the other Racing Point, was in 20th. So it obviously wasn't the best of days for Racing Point, obviously, but we had some absolutely great battles there. Let's have a look at the highlights here. You know, look at this. 5 red lights here. It's lights out and away we go. You know, look at Hamilton's start there, and everyone's just starting really well. You see the Bottas trying to take a look down Hamilton's inside. Leclerc, there we are there, just absolutely storming round the outside of Sergio Perez, and then running towards Kimi Räikkönen to attack him. Look at this. I think this is our overtake now on Kimi Räikkönen, maybe. No, this is the little touch, the little nudge we gave him. And then we tried to go riders outside here. You can see, oh, that's a great shot, that. That's a lovely shot of our driver here. Having a look. Coming out wide there. Having to fight with Sergio Perez again. He gets the edge. We're really on the wire with him. Look at this. Absolutely down to the wire with the racing right now. I'm going to get rid of this so we can just watch it properly. I just want to watch it in awe. That was an absolute amazing race. Best racing I've ever seen. I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed every minute of that. That was a really fun race. Look at this. DRS flap wide open. And I just thought, you know what? I'll stick myself out. I'll try and go for an overtake. There we go. Look at these camera views though. It's literally our highlights is just me and Sergio Perez. Whoa. Me thinking I could turn in early and just give it a bit of a block. I went a bit too far there. On the straight, all we can see is either Sergio Perez behind me or me behind Sergio Perez with DRS open. Really chasing him down there. Look at this. Absolutely amazing. What an overtake. Blistering down the inside there. It's going right down to the wire here. Oh my days. Absolutely right down to the wire. There we go. There was the finish for Max Verstappen. Rest of him behind. It's just absolutely amazing race. Amazing race. You know, you see some of these overtakes, you know. Let's have a look at let's have a look at some of this. This is the first overtake here. Let's analyse this fully. I'll just go in completely round Pierre Gasly, and while I do, I'll take Sergio Perez as well. And while we're here, we'll go on board with Pierre Gasly, see about everything he sees from the start. This is Pierre Gasly's start here. He gets a decent start coming up towards Sergio Perez there, who gets in his way a bit. There's Kimi Räikkönen there, going down the outside in the Sauber, trying to overtake Sergio Perez. Then I jump in as well, so you can see both of us going down there. This is what it looks like there, though. If we go back, if we zoom back, we can have a look at Sergio Perez's start. It was a long red light though, so here's what Sergio Perez can see behind him. You can literally see Kimi Räikkönen blistering down the outside of Gasly. Then he blisters down to the side of him. You can see them side by side there. And then you can see behind, there goes me, round there. And it's just an absolutely great start. So now I guess we should have a look at... see it from, I think this is Max Verstappen, this, isn't it? This is Verstappen, right? No, it's Albon. Is it? Yeah, it's Albon. Let's have a look at it from Albon's point of view then. This is what Albon sees when he comes around the corner. He sees Kimi Räikkönen blister down the outside of Sergio Perez. Then me follow him. God, absolutely amazing. Down to the wire. Back to on board with Kimi Räikkönen then. Trying to push towards the inside of... well, sorry, the outside of Albon here. And then I'm right behind him there. It just goes absolutely down to the absolute wire here. Everyone's trying to fight. You know, you can see there... here's what Sergio Perez is seeing. You know, he's just seeing me take a couple of peaks down. You know, the inside of Kimi Räikkönen. If we fast forward it a bit yet again, you can just catch a glimpse of me just looking down the inside there. It goes further on. This whole battle with Kimi Räikkönen. We're really trying hard to catch him here. You can just see the effort that we're actually making to try and capture him. Let's have a look at this again. So we're catching him up really hard now. This is where he started to lose Albon here. Look at this for an overtake. Down the inside. Just catches Kimi just napping. Kimi, what was he doing? I think he saw me coming in his mirrors, decided to leave the space. Left me too much space. And there it is. The overtake. And then look at this. This is the point where Gasly started getting in the mix with Sergio Perez and Kimi Raikkonen here, and just absolutely tries to blister down the inside of Kimi Raikkonen there. Then Gasly gets into the mix. Absolutely, there's a bit of contact there, as you can see on the Force India, but Kimi Raikkonen is just left out completely there. Fast forward it a bit more, you've got Gasly trying to poke his way down the inside of Perez, and then if we fast forward it a bit more, we've got Perez poking it down the inside of me. Bit of contact on the wheel there. Fast forward it again. Coming up, I think now, this is lap 3 now. Lap 3, he gets the DRS. First time he's got the DRS. Just catches me absolutely napping. Here I go though, right? Back on board with me now. I've got the advantage here. Let's have a look at this bit then here. So I go round his outside. He pushes me out a bit off the track. He does it yet again. Doesn't leave me enough space. I've just come back onto the track. He just gets the edge forward. And I decide, right, if I can't take him round the outside, I'm going to take him where he's vulnerable. Down the inside I go. Bit of contact there. Let's have a look at it from his perspective here. You know, let's actually have a look at it from front wing view here. So this is what he sees for the overtake on his front wing cam, right? So he'll see me coming from behind, trying to poke my way around here. And then I think you'll just see my front wing come into shot around about now. On that side there. There it is there. Hello. There we go. And then down the inside here. Blisters down the inside there. And just overtakes him. Then he gets the DRS. Bounces back. Tries to make a move down my inside. Does it yet again. Down my inside there, as you can see. We just push him back a little bit. Bit rude. But literally, you can just see it going right down to the wire as we all come around here. That little train of people. Fast forward in here. I go off track. Sergio Perez absolutely takes that completely on board. And just absolutely murks me. Absolutely does me rotten. And I go off the track again. Coming round. Again, look at Sergio Perez. Right up my back end. DRS on me again. Makes the move. Easy move. Gasly as well, trying to come on in. I defend from Gasly, or at least I'm trying to here. You can see, we'll have a look at this battle with Gasly. Again, we'll go on board with him first. We'll go on board with Gasly first to have a look at this. He's got it really going here. 206 miles an hour I saw there. And he just has to cut the corner, unfortunately. And then he gets to watch this absolutely amazing battle between me and Sergio Perez here. He pushes me wide. We're just going wheel to wheel round every corner, it seems. This is exactly what Albon can see behind him. He can just see me really trying now. This is at the point where Albon was struggling a bit. So I think this is just about the point where I decided I'm going to pick off Albon. Yeah, it is. Here it is. Here's the overtake on Alexander Albon right here. Look at that. It just got him under braking. Absolutely got him under braking. Look at these Ferraris, the suspension on these. That's quite nice. Mercedes have gone for something different. Red Bull have gone for something different. Bit of a funky diffuser. Green on there. Let me know if you also like my analysis as well. So anyway, that does it for the Bahrain Grand Prix. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys later. I don't know where my phone is.